which come from a Latin word, religio, meaning to hold back, keep down, and restrain you from the real truth. And sacrifice unto idols and profane the Sabbath. That's what Israel done. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifices and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days, as we're, honoring the festival day of the Feast of Dedication, this day, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people. Pollute us. That's why, when you look at this, look real quick at, hold that, pollute the sanctuary and the holy people. How we pollute it, just like we pollute it right now, as a people. Look at first Ezra, the 8th chapter and the 69th verse. Because you see it, pollute the holy people, right? That's what it said, right? How we pollute it. First Ezra, and how we can be polluted right now. Because it used the same analysis right here. First Ezra 8 and 69. It's on page 11 if you had a red apocrypha. The nation of Israel, the princes, the priests and Levites, have not put away from them the strange people of the land, nor the pollutions of the Gentiles. You hear that? We have not put away from us the strange people of the land, nor the pollutions of the Gentiles, to wit, of the Canaanites, so-called Africans, Hamites, Hittites, more Hamites, Perizzites, more Hamites, who are the so-called Africans, Jebusites, more Hamites, and the Moabites, indigenous, mind you, Chinese. These are people that are polluted, right? Because it say the pollutions are the Gentiles. The indigenous Chinese, Egyptians, Moabites, and Edomites. So-called white people. That's what it's saying. So now when we go back to First Maccabees, the first chapter in verse 46, it says, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people. Because we didn't put these people away from us, so therefore we learn to pollute ourselves with the ways of the Gentiles. See? And pollute the sanctuary and holy people. That's why we get Psalms 106:35. Remember, the Israelites consented to Antiochus Epiphanes, who came out of the Seleucid dynasty dealing with the Edomites. This what happened. Psalms 106:35. But were mingled among the heathen and learned their works and became polluted. And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them, a trap unto us. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils, unto the Gentiles. I tell you in 1 Corinthians 10, 20, and 21 about the Gentiles sacrifice to devils and not to the Most High. You cannot eat of the table of the Most High, the table of devils, and shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and of their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto the idols of Canaan. And the land was polluted with blood. Polluted, polluted, polluted. Why? Because we learned the way of the heathen. And he told us not to do it in Jeremiah 10 and 2. Thus they were defiled with their own works and went a-whoring with their own inventions. Therefore was the wrath of the Most High kindled against his people, insomuch that he abhorred, he hated us. Abhorred his own inheritance. And he gave them into the hand of the heathen. And they that hated them, not loved us, ruled over them. Their enemies also oppressed them, and they were brought into subjection under their hand. Okay? Going back to 1 Maccabees, the first chapter, in the 46th verse again. This is what Antiochus Epiphanes wrote to his whole kingdom, that they should be one people and follow the things that's written from verse 41 down. Verse 47, set up altars and groves and chapels of idols and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts. See? They know what they do. That's why you look at pork, the other white meat. Is pork cheaper than beef? Yeah, right? It's cheaper. You see what I'm saying? Catfish, lobster, all the crabs and all that stuff, that even imitation, they just make sure that they put a little bit in there so they get us. One way or another. It ain't like they say imitation, it might not be all crab, but they got a little bit of something in there that's crab to make sure that you're eating that abomination. One way or another, man, they're going to get you. Red lobster, you know, pork, the other white meat.
Like simply tradition, like Thanksgiving and Christmas, we got that on one table.
Yeah, I just seen that honey baked ham. They said the last brother they always got Israel on there. They always got us on there advertising abomination. Always Jake and Esau, one way or another, right? And the older brother talking about, yeah, it's better than mama's ham.
Yeah, I see it.
You see that? Better than mama's ham.
Yeah.
You see them?
And I was reading too, it said about King sitting out for letters, and you think about today's letters is the TV.
Yeah, yeah.
TV,
TV, yeah.
That's the letter.
Yep.
Everybody watching TV.
Everybody watching.
Yeah, that Christmas, they got the ham on the table, that's the letters.
Yep. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Why? It's on the news. You see it on TV. It look good. I know this all my life. What's wrong with y'all? This was just how we survived through slavery. You hear all the different nonsense. That makes no sense, you know? When you think about it, then you look at your health. Once you done ate it, why you sick? A few months later, why you sick? Why are you sick? Because you eating wrong. Your diet is totally off. Most of gave us a diet to go by. That's why they're doing the things that you hear now. Everybody became one people, the new world order. You know? That's why they know, I'm talking about the elite. The average person don't understand this because they never gonna read this. You see what I'm saying? They're not gonna pay attention. Even if they hear it's like whack, whack, whack to them because they like, we just mad or don't really understand how we should be like them. So we're different. We're supposed to be different and stand out, set apart. From what? The world. The hell with this world. This world is going down. You can see it going down. I hate this damn world, man. Because it's all messed up. And it got, I hate it because they have our people just dumbed down. Anytime you say they don't want to hear it, but they don't even want to see us. Period. That's bad. But they gonna sit up there. I bet you if the white man was saying it, they'd be right up in it. All up in it. He was saying the same thing. They believe in it. Oh, wow, I'm Israel. The white man said, I'm an Israelite. Can you believe it? Like that white woman that's on YouTube, right? Thousands and thousands of views and so forth.
Someone probably came in the truth after her.
Huh?
Someone probably came in the truth after her.
After her, right. You know what I'm saying? That reminded me, we was on Crenshaw King, and I had the white woman saying the Edomite confessions. She was telling all about, how they ain't got to deal with us and so forth, just telling like it is. Like they gave us Caesar Borgia and saying, hey, how in the world could he be white when he ran into Egypt? You see what I'm saying? She just breaking it all down, but the computer was facing us, and we all surrounded the computer looking at it, right? But I had a microphone, you could hear it going out to the street, and all the cars stopped just trying to look at the white woman, hear what the white woman saying. But horns blowing, everybody just, go ahead. They just trying to look to see if they can see, because we all covered up, right? We all standing in front of the computer. They can't see it, but they can hear it. Because I had it blasted, right? You know how loud it is. And I think they can hear this white woman just dropping. They just all into it. And we out there every week dropping the truth. They ain't listening to us, but they listen to them. Straight up. That's the way they are, man. So this is what they did. Verse 47 says, set up altars and groves and chapels of idols and sacrifice swine's flesh, the pig, and unclean beasts. Man, pork. It's what they did, man. That they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation. That's why I say, that's part of our custom that we would circumcise our boys on the 8th day. That was part of the law. But the heathen said, leave them uncircumcised. So a lot of people are following still the same way as we were taught as following the heathen. That's what just the law that Antiochus set up. Remember he said, hey, verse 41, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, that they should also leave their children, verse 48, uncircumcised, and make their souls abominable with all manner of unclean and profanation. They're making them homosexuals, all kinds, you name it. Things that we don't even need to be thinking about, it says. To the end they might forget the law. See? They might forget the law and change all the orders of the Most High, the commandments of the Most High. And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said he should die. There it is right there. Now let's go to Daniel's 11 and 31 and 32. You all right on the conference call? Still on? The water. Daniel's 11. Let's look at verse 31 and 32. An arm shall stand on his part, and they shall pollute the sanctuary of strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice, and they shall place the abomination that maketh desolate. We just read about it, how they set up altars and groves and chapels of idols and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts. We're not supposed to touch a dead pig carcass. You see, and that's what they done to defile us. So that to understand, the heathen know what they're doing against us. But we don't know because we are taught what? Don't follow the Most High. Don't follow his laws. But the heathen know. They know this. That's why he told us, and go to Ezekiel 39. See, the heathen know. That's what they know. The Most High, he got it all here. It's just a matter of, we got to know so that we can combat the things that are contrary against us and do the right thing, follow the Most High. Ezekiel 39 and 23. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity. See, these other nations know that we went into captivity, slavery, and bondage for being wicked, breaking the laws of the Most High. So you think they're going to tell you that you're supposed to follow the laws of the Most High when they know that we went into captivity for our iniquity because they trespassed against me? Therefore hid I my face from them and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword. According to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions have I done unto them, and hid my face from them. So what you think they're going to do? They're going to tell you to come back to the laws of the Most High? They're going to be against us. Coming back to the laws of the Most High. They're going to be against those that teach to come back to the understanding of the Most High's laws, because they have no power. They know this, man. They know that when we come back to the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, he gonna fight for us. Get that in Judah, in the Apocrypha, Judah, the 5th chapter. They know this. They know this. This is a battle that this guy is telling the general. Just like those that are listening to, have listened to the truth as much as they could, and to understand certain things. This is here. I mean, that's why I took the Apocrypha out. The elite know this. It's straightforward. You ain't got to break this down. It's pretty much, this is what it says. Judah 5 and 19. We just get back to the point. But now are they returned to their power, and are come up from the places where they were scattered. So most say scattered is in different places. It's on page 46 if you had a red pocket. Verse 19, Judah 5 and 19. But now are they returned to their power and are come up from the places where they were scattered, meaning we come back to the commandments of the Most High, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. Now therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God, we sin against our power, this is what the heathen know. Let us consider that this shall be their ruin. You see that? If we don't follow the commandments of the Most High, this shall be their ruin. The heathen know this. Let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But, this condition, if there be no iniquity, we follow the commandments of the Most High in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their power defend them, and their power, the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world. See that? That's why when you read Deuteronomy 28 and 1, this is what we're looking at. This is what we're dealing with. This is how we got next. And this is how we're going to have it. Those that's going to come back to his commandments and follow his laws, statutes, commandments. You know, people think about you don't have to follow the Most High. You don't want to follow his laws. I'm not talking to you. He ain't talking to you. He's talking to you all from verse 15 on down. You stay in them curses. But those that's going to have next, this is what he said. Deuteronomy 28 and 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken, meaning listen diligently unto the voice of the Most High thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Most High thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. And that's how we're going to have next. We're going to be set above all nations of the earth. Who? Those that's going to keep the commandments of the Most High. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Most High thy power. Like Mashiach say, his sheep hear his voice. He the word of the Most High. He ain't make no reputation of it for himself. He's the word of the Most High. He spoke the words of the Most High to show us how to get the love of the Most High. A lot of people don't consider it. Go to 1 Maccabees, the 2nd chapter. 1 Maccabees, the 2nd chapter. I'm going to read verse 15. 1 Maccabees 2 and 15. Wherefore, if ye have need thereof, send some to fetch them unto you. Salakia. In the wrong book. 1 Maccabees 2 and 15. In the meanwhile, the king's officers, such as compelled the people to revolt, came into the city of Modin to make them sacrifice. And when many of Israel came unto them, Mattathias also and his sons came together. Then answered the king's officers and said to Mattathias, who was Judas Maccabees and his brother's dad, he says, on this wise, thou art a ruler and an honorable and great man in this city, and strengthened with sons and brethren. Say, now therefore, come thou first and fulfill the king's commandment, like as all the heathen have done. Yea, and the men of Judah also, and such as remain at Jerusalem. So shalt thou and thy house be in the number of the king's friends, and thou and thy children shall be honored with silver and gold and many rewards. Come on, do the abomination that everybody else is doing in Judah, our people. See what I'm saying? But you see who's mainly there? Judah. The southern kingdom, you see? Yep. Right. You know what I mean? Come on, follow us. Right? That's right. You're going to receive all these rewards. We're going to give you silver and gold. We'll come up, right? Big time. It says, but check it out. Then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice. Though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him and fall away every one from the religion of their fathers and give consent to his commandments, yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our fathers, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, keeping the laws of the Most High. The Most High forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinances. We will not hearken to the king's words to go from our religion, either on the right hand or the left. He said, we ain't leaving the power of the Most High law, statutes, and commandments. He says, now when he had left speaking these words, there came one of the Jews in the sight of all to sacrifice on the altar which was at Modin. Here come a wicked Israelite. A bunch of a big Sambo, according to the king's commandment. Here he come. Here come one of our brothers. Gonna come and sacrifice on the idol altar in front of Mattathias and Judas Maccabees and his sons. There's his brothers and the brethren. Check it out. Which thing when Mattathias saw, he was inflamed with zeal, and his reins trembled. Neither could he forbear to show his anger according to judgment. Wherefore he ran and slew him upon the altar, killed him right there. For an example. Example, man. That you know there's going to be wicked Israelites even in this day. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Also the king's commissioner, who compelled men to sacrifice, he killed at that time. And the altar he pulled down. Killed both of them. And pulled down the altar that they were sacrificing swine flesh and all kind of abominations on. That's how we was rolling. Verse 49. Now when the time drew near that Mattathias should die, he said unto his sons, now have pride and rebuke gotten strength. Now have pride and rebuke gotten strength, and the time of destruction and the wrath of indignation. Now therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law, and give your lives for the covenant of our fathers, or your fathers, man, which is our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They don't give in to these heathens. Don't be polluted. Like I say, your mind is not brainwashed. Our people's minds are brain polluted, brain dirty, brain filthy, McNasty by the way of the heathen. The door, get your door up. No, okay. Verse 50, now therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law, and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers. Don't be no sellouts. That's what he told them. Verse 66. As for Judah